Hello ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, it's time again. Another shipment from Eagle Loss has arrived and I am anxious to see what's in here. Right now I cannot remember, but it's the next two ships in the collection. So I'm going to open up my little box and see what I've got. Smaller sheets. I will say it looks like the labeling is a bit different, and possibly the box is packing, because right up front, here you go. Very interesting. Here's my next two ships right here in front of me. And well, that pillow's not much good, but I was thinking, hey, they packed it pretty nicely this time. But whatever. I cannot remember what that's called, nor can I remember that. So, let's go in the magazines. 44 and 45. 44 being the United Earth Starfleet Intrepid class. Federation of Planets. That's a nicely done picture. And I believe this dates or goes back to the Enterprise TV show. And I'm sure I'll read more about that in this magazine. Right now I'm just flipping through it, designing the Intrepid. Interesting different designs that they played around with. Robert Bunjun? I'm guessing they had a lot to do with designing it. And we go on into the Delta Flyer and other things. Interesting. On screen, trivia, appearances, and what looks like a new ad in the back where it shows what's next. And then a little bit about their online shop. There we go. Should look up at the screen to see if it's actually showing up. So it seems that things are changing ever so slightly, hopefully for the good. And now we have the export vessel, the Malone export vessel. I believe this is also something else. Is it from Enterprise or Voyager? Voyager, probably. These are the guys that were putting off all kinds of poison gas, radioactive stuff. Interesting that they chose to do a mock-up of this ship, or a model of this ship. Designing the vessel. Fifth season of Voyager. It's getting interesting the things they choose to go after in this last section of the magazine. They've got to put something in there. And on-screen trivia, appearances, and another Enterprise coming for me next month. Yay! Anyhow, I've come to look at the ships because it is the ships that I want to see. And there's plenty of other videos out there about these ships. I just try to do these for most of the other, if not all of the other videos I've seen are England based, UK, Ireland. I'm in the United States. So far, most everything has been the same. But here we go. The Intrepid. Another compact looking little ship. Here's the bottom. And this is definitely the metal up front with a plastic piece on top. And I'm not sure about the pylons. No, I think they're plastic. So it's just mainly this piece. But this is neat. I've never really paid much attention to this. But it'll certainly look good with the rest of the collection. Look good with the rest of the Starfleet ships. It's got nice detail. Aztecing all around. Little portholes for the light. Little round portholes. And the sails are more reminiscent of the older Starfleet vessels. Little fins for whatever reason. And I wonder, this recessed area here, if that's what that is supposed to look like. And there's some detail in there, so I'm guessing there's something. But I'll find out more as I read the magazine. And I'll probably do what I often do. I get ships that I don't know much about or don't remember much about. I find out what episode they're in. I go find the episode on Netflix and I watch it. Because does everybody else do that? Does anybody else get these magazines and go, I want to see that ship on screen or on the TV? It. Put this guy on his stand. And I'm guessing that's how it goes. Very neat. Another ship for my collection. And now for the Malon ship. It's a very curious little thing. I have no idea where, if there is any metal in here. It's got some weight to it, but not much for its size. I'm guessing that this is the metal and the rest of it is plastic. But it's nicely detailed. It's a very odd little ship. Certainly has that dirty look to it. We don't care about this ship. It just hauls poisonous material. Although I will say there's a lot of texture, a lot of shading and texture and detail here, as well as under here on these tank looking deals. A lot of variations of color, and certainly gives it a worn look. And then you have these things back here which look nice and pretty flat plastic. They kind of don't look like they fit. I'm not complaining, but I just find it interesting how they are not worn or faded or stained or weathered. Like the rest of the ship is very well weathered, and these just kind of stand out. But anyhow, another neat little ship with lots of little doodads poking off of it, and the little metal pieces or plastic pipe pieces here. It's a very interesting ship. I'm more pleased with that than I expected when I first heard about it. That's pretty neat. How does this bad boy fit on this stand? It's attacking. Well, definitely looking at the magazine for this one, because that's weird. Yeah, it goes over the engines somehow. All the engine looking things. Ta-da! I'm not sure how I feel about this stand holding this ship up by these small plastic pieces. Seems like a recipe of breaking slowly over time. But here you are. The next two ships in the collection. Nice detail, nice little ships. Great to have them in my collection. Not a whole lot to say. I am impressed with this. Not to say I'm unimpressed with that. It is very nice. And I look forward to reading the magazines. You know, I like opening these ships up and seeing what they're about, because it's the models is what I subscribed for, not necessarily the magazines, but they are a nice plus. I would have probably still subscribed to this if the magazines weren't there. Anyhow, thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below, and keep on keeping on.